Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for joining me for another story. Today's story has a few different learning opportunities that can go along with it as I'm reading. So if you would like to pause the video while I stop at each picture, you can take a moment to discuss a few different questions. One question would be, what is expected behavior in this situation? A second question you might ask is, was this character's behavior expected or unexpected? And the third question might be how are all of the characters feeling? What are their thoughts and feelings in this situation? So today's story is called Norma Jean Jumping Bean by Joanna Cole, illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. Norma Jean liked to jump. In the morning, she jumped out of bed. She jumped into her clothes. She jumped down the stairs. Norma Jean jumped all the way to school. She jumped past Amy, Sam, Nell, and Ted. "Wow," said Ted. "Look at her go. That Norma Jean never stops jumping." "Hello, hello, hello," she called to her friends. That morning, Miss Jones read a book to the class. It was a very good book, but Norma Jean did not sit still long enough to hear the story. What kind of behavior is expected in the classroom right now? Is Norma Jean doing what's expected or what's unexpected? How are the other kids thinking and feeling about Norma Jean? At playtime, Norma Jean and Nell built a tower of blocks. Norma Jean was so excited, she jumped up and down. "Oh no, no more tower." At lunch, Sam gave Norma Jean a cupcake. Norma Jean was so happy, she jumped up and down. Oh no, her milk spilled all over Sam. "Norma Jean, please sit still," said Miss Jones. "This is not the time or place for jumping." After school, Norma Jean went to visit Ted. "Hello, hello, hello," she shouted to Ted. "Will you play with me?" "Okay," said Ted. "Let's get on my seesaw." But Norma Jean bounced too hard. Ted almost flew off the seesaw. "I don't want to play anymore," Ted said. "I wonder why Ted is mad at me," said Norma Jean. Then she jumped over to Amy's house. Amy was playing in her pool. "Hello, hello, hello," said Norma Jean. "May I play too?" Amy said, "Sure, jump in." That was the wrong thing to say to Norma Jean. Amy got out of the pool. "Why did you get out?" asked Norma Jean. "We're having so much fun." Amy said, "You are having fun. I am going inside. It is no fun playing with a jumping bean. Now Norma Jean knew why her friends were mad at her. The next day, Norma Jean walked to school very slowly. There was a big puddle. All the other kids jumped over it, but Norma Jean did not jump. Norma Jean said, "I don't want to be a jumping bean." No more jumping for Norma Jean. So she walked through the puddle and got her feet all wet. In the schoolyard, kids were running around and playing catch and jumping rope. "There's Norma Jean," said Amy. "Come jump with us." But Norma Jean said no. Norma Jean said, "I don't want to be a jumping bean." No more jumping for Norma Jean. And she just stood there and watched the other kids jump rope. At the end of the day, Miss Jones told the class that field day was coming soon. There were going to be lots of races. Ted wanted to be at the egg and spoon race. Amy and Sam said they would be in the wheelbarrow race. Nell asked if she could be in the rope climbing contest. "Now who will be in the jumping contests?" asked Miss Jones. Everybody shouted, "Norma Jean, Norma Jean! She's the best jumper in school." But Norma Jean said, "I don't want to be a jumping bean. No more jumping for Norma Jean." Ted said, "I miss the old Norma Jean. She was fun, even if she did jump a lot." On field day, Ted won the egg and spoon race. Norma Jean was very happy. She yelled, "Hooray, hooray!" Amy and Sam came in first in the wheelbarrow race. Norma Jean yelled, "Hooray, hooray, hooray!" and she jumped up and down, just a little bit. Nell won the rope climbing contest. Norma Jean was so excited, she jumped out on the field. Norma Jean was just in time for the hurdles, and the high jump, and the potato sack race. She won them all. "Hooray, hooray, hooray!" shouted the kids in Mrs. Jones' class. Norma Jean was very happy, but she did not jump up and down. She stood very still. Miss Jones pinned a blue ribbon on Norma Jean. It said, "Norma Jean, champion jumping bean." What did Norma Jean do then? Norma Jean jumped for joy. She jumped and she jumped and she jumped all the way home. After all, there is a time and place for jumping. The end. So this is a great story for talking about emotions, how people are feeling in different situations, and what behaviors are expected and not expected in those situations. See you next time.